We are looking at real certification questions. So this is part 13. Part 12 is in the members area. Please take the Cloud Kernel or Cloud Ninja membership. The link is below in the description. You may subscribe if you have not done yet. It will help you with your certifications. So this is again a Synapse Analytics question. You have 3 dimension tables: dim employee, dim customer, dim time. And then we have one fact table, that is this fact daily dimensions booking. It says all the dimensions less than 2 GB. If it is less than 2 GB, then we can use which type of distribution? Replicate it, because it's small, so we can replicate the entire table in all the nodes. And the fact table is 6 terabytes. Okay, so terabytes is like too huge, so we cannot use replicated. We will have to use something which is consistent. So this is the question. Now we have to answer here. What should we do? So like we saw, dim tables, all dim tables, we have to put replicated, because these are small tables. We can replicate that and improve the performance. Okay, sorry, not replicated one for fact bookings, only for these 3 dimensions. So different types of distribution: hash distribution if you want event distribution across for high parallelism; range distribution, so each node will hold a specific range; round robin means if there are 5 nodes, it will send the data in the order to these 5 nodes. Again, the target is to evenly distribute. Replicated, for small tables we can use replicated. It will make them highly available and redundant. So these would be our final answers. So this is the next question now. So this is our data lake storage Gen 2 question. Now these are the requirements. So let us look at what we have to answer. 5-year-old data, where should we store? So data that is 5 years infrequently accessed, it must be available within 1 second. So we should probably put it in the cool tier. So cool tier means it is less frequently accessed, but it still requires quick access. So this should be the answer. Now for 7-year-old data, so data that is 7-year-old is not accessed. Okay, after 7 years, data must be persisted at lowest possible cost. The cheapest we already know, it is archive tier. It has very high data retrieval cost, but extremely low storage cost. So they are saying they will not access it. So why do we need to worry about data retrieval? And this would be the final answer. Again, a Gen lake storage question. These are the 2 options. Report 1, read 3 columns from a file that contains 50 columns. Okay, so and report 2 queries a single record. So report 1, we should use Parquet whenever we have such requirements. Reading 3 columns from a file of 50 columns, Parquet is fastest. It stores the data in columnar format, which means data is organized and stored by column. That is why picking 3 columns would be easier. And report 2 says single record based on timestamp. This should be Avro, because it is compact and efficient data serialization format, and it has schema flexibility. So it is suitable for use cases where schema flexibility is required. So Avro, if you see, it is compact compared to JSON and CSV. Okay, so that's why JSON and CSV is not correct. And it improves query performance when you are reading a single record, as it reduces the amount of data to be processed, and it is optimized for high speed processing. Again, Avro files specific records based on timestamp. If you have, this is the best. So these are our 2 answers. See, Parquet format also helps support schema evolution. This flexibility is helpful for evolving data structures. And with big data ecosystems, I tell so many times, nobody uses CSV. We all use Parquet. Why? Because it gives you very high performance because of distributed processing environments. You can, efficiently read and process in parallel by multiple nodes in a cluster. Now let us look at this next question. This is the folder structure you have, and you are accessing again a Synapse question, but you are accessing it uh, as an external table. This file structure is on data lake storage, and you are accessing as an external table. So if you access, which files will be accessed? See, by default, querying a folder at highest level in Synapse does not include files in its subfolders. When you create external table pointing to that specific folder, it will only query the files directly present. Okay, so subfolders will not be picked. Since subfolders will not be picked, so only file 1, which is directly under top folder, and file 4, that is file 1 and file 4, will be accessed. If you want to access all files, you should use a wildcard in the path like this. You see this wildcard here? If you put this, then subfolders you can access. So in the question, you may also get this syntax and they say, okay, this is the syntax, what can I access? If it is star, then you can access all files and all subfolders also. This would be the final answer. If you have not yet subscribed, do so. It will help you with the certifications. This brings us to the end of this part. Only channel which explains the concepts to this depth using the questions and answers. See you in the next part.